This is question 19 in the higher June 2013 calculator paper. Now, this question is a strange question at this point in the exam because it's a question about factorizing, and it's question number 19. So like you think you're getting into A grade territory now, but the first part A, is a very basic, pretty much D grade question. It wants you to factorize that expression. Factorize means to put into brackets, so you need to know the difference between the three types of factorizing here. But this one here, what number could go into 6 and 9, and that's going to be 3. So I'm going to have 3, 1 set of brackets. There's no letter that 6 and 9x have in common, so that's it. It's going to only be 3. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 3 times 3x gives me 9x. So there's my answer. 3 brackets 2x minus 3. In the part B, right, one of the things I need to be clear about is that I've spotted that this is the difference of two squares. I've got y squared minus, and that 16 is 4 squared. Once I've spotted that, I should know what it factorizes to. Factorize a pair of brackets. One will have plus, one will have minus, and it's simply going to be y plus 4, y minus 4. That's the difference of two squares, and you should be able to spot that readily. The next one, this one is a bit tricky, right? It's more complex, and I know it's going to factorize to 2 pairs of brackets. I need to start figuring out what goes in there. Now, the front of the brackets are going to be 2p and p, because those two together will always times to give me p squared. To determine what numbers go in, I need pairs of values that are going to times together to give me 10, and there are only 2 of those. I could try 1 and 10, or 2 and 5. And I have those the other way around as well. So 5 and 2, or 10 and 1. So we need to decide which of those pairs are going to work, right, to give me minus 10, and which of those are going to work to give me minus p. So it needs to work to give me minus 10 and minus p in the middle. So let's try this. I believe at a glance, right, it is going to be the 5 and the 2. Why is that? Well, if that was a 5 and that's 2, 2p times 2 is 4p, 5 times p is going to be 5, and I could make that, or make a difference of minus p there. So I'm going to actually start writing these in. 5 and 2. If I want to get minus p in the middle, then this needs to be negative, and this will be positive, and this will work. So that's 2p minus 5 and p plus 2. Okay, that last one was the trickiest. However, you should be familiar with it. You should be able to definitely get these 2 marks for part A and part B. And part C, you may well need to do a bit of work on that to make sure you are up to speed with factorizing that type of expression.